Bryce, I'm wondering if you could just talk about the overall defensive performance yesterday, knowing the Saints, they were somewhat limited on offense. You probably knew they were going to run the ball a lot, and just how you guys responded to that.
Mm-hmm. I thought initially, I thought we did really well. But obviously, defending the run is a four-quarter thing. Even though, you can stop it early, you got to do it for the remainder of the game and things like that. But, I think one thing, I think in the secondary we can definitely do a better job and I'm talking about myself, especially is just being able to make those tackles, especially in open field and getting guys down, give us, we always talk about give us a blade of grass and we'll defend it. And so I thought for the most part we did well. Just got to be consistent all the way to the end.
Bryce, yeah, it did seem like you guys showed some improvement until in the run defense until that last Taysom Hill run. How do you guys carry some of the just some of the improvements from the Eagles week? You guys get 400 yards this week, 340. How do you guys continue that into the game against the Dolphins?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think obviously we understand that this is a copycat league. So, when things work, and that's one thing we, constantly talk about is, if anything that gave us trouble in the previous game, we know that we're going to see it moving forward. So it's important to put that fire out. And so, it's like we have the answers to the test. So now we got to go down and execute it. So I think it just comes with understanding, what things have worked on us. And then the mentality is understanding that we're going to get it and being able to put that fire out.
Bryce, Connor was just talking about how, you guys are coming to practice with the right intent, working hard, all that stuff. How difficult is it when you don't get the results after putting in all that time and work?
Yeah, it's pretty tough. Yeah, it's pretty tough, but, we just got to stick to it. I think Coach, he's one thing I really appreciate about him is he doesn't lose sight of the vision. He believes wholeheartedly in this program and what it's going to be. And so I think that is huge. And that's how we, I think it's encouraging as a player playing under him, just not losing sight of that vision, even though, the current situation doesn't look like the way you want it to, just not losing heart.
Bryce, just how difficult is it to tackle Alvin Kamara? I mean, we've all watched him on TV, and you studied the film and saw him, but what's that like when you're actually there trying to bring that guy down? It just looks like such a difficult task.
Yeah, with him, it's important to get down there early so you don't give him a head of steam. He's one of the best backs in this league for a reason, and give him credit because he's the real deal. At the same time, we face a lot of really, really good backs. And so I think, for the most part, we've done a good job of tackling and wrapping them up. But with him, it's important to just, get him before he gets ahead of steam, and that makes everything a lot easier.
Can you just describe what happened on his touchdown run? The one
Yeah.
where you had a chance.
Yeah. So, it was a simple crack replace. The receiver was going to block the safety. And then that brings me into the next gap. And so for me, doing a better job of recognizing it faster and then getting down there and, I think I could have been more square and just, being able to wrap him up. And so I expect myself to make that play no matter who it is. And so, that's the mentality I have. And so I got to be better. I got to be better from the beginning, recognizing, getting down there faster, squeezing the air out, and then be able to wrap and give us another chance at it.
Bryce, when you face a team like the Dolphins that you just played, I think 4 weeks ago, does that make it easier? You know, when you're entering this week in terms of scouting, in terms of preparation, because you just saw them, or is it, you know, you expect to see something completely different on Sunday than you saw a month ago?
I don't think, I think it helped, like, obviously playing, a team multiple times, their identity is going to be their identity, and so I think we have a good understanding of what they're going to try and do, and it's not like they're going to change the whole, script up for this game, and so, yeah, it does help that we have, played them before. We've gotten that. With that being said, obviously we'll get some unscouted looks, and you just got to be ready for that. But I think we have a good idea of what we're facing.
Bryce, you were talking about how, one good thing is that Robert Saleh doesn't lose sight of the vision, the mission. You guys are clearly trying to build for the future, and you, by all accounts, are a big part of that on defense. I mean, you've had 20 starts in your first 2 seasons, and you're the number 1 cornerback on this team. Do you think of yourself in that vein? Do you are you a key part of this, and is that a responsibility that you kind of shoulder for yourself as part of this building the foundation?
Yeah. For me, it's like, obviously just being kind of one of the older dudes in the secondary, even though it's second year, I do take on that responsibility of being a leader and helping push this organization to where, we want it to go. And so that's the thing, I felt like just growing up quick in this NFL and being thrown into that position, and not necessarily a lot of veteran guys around the secondary, has made me, I felt like, growing up quicker. And then, certainly it would be an honor for me to be a big part of changing and flipping this organization around and being a part of that. I experienced something similar in college. When I was at Virginia, my first year, we won 2 games, lost 10. And throughout the course of the time there, we were able to flip and turn it, and to where we went to the Orange Bowl, went to AC Championship, all that stuff. And so it's like, I've been a part of that, and I've seen what it looks like and know kind of how it goes. And so it's something cool to be a part of an experiencing that. And so I was certainly, that's what I would honor and cherish, to be able to see this thing flip and change. And obviously it's the NFL, so things a little bit harder. But that's the kind of mentality I have, is not trying to run from, or just looking to go and jump ship or whatever, but being a part of seeing an organization change and do amazing things, which I believe it will.